This is a Barramundi Moilee.
From Kerala. Kerala?
Kerala.
I can't pronounce anything.
That's fine. Jeremy.
Arjun and Nakul, Badmaash here in LA.
Yes.
Let's talk about misconceptions about Indian food.
It's too spicy, it's too heavy.
Buffet.
Buffet, it's gonna make you sick.
When a lot of Americans think of Indian food, it's just like one idea of what it is, but it's a huge place.
Yeah, you know, in the north it's a little heavier because the winters are fairly cold. In the south, everything is really thin. Everything is really light. Brothy, yeah.
So this is a Southwestern dish.
Yeah, so this is a very light dish, which is barramundi. Fishermen all the way from Bombay on the west coast will fish south all the way around the bend of Tamil Nadu. And the curry that we're going to be making, known as a Moilee or Moilee sauce, hails from Kerala, which is also on the west coast. We're not stewing it together. We really want to get a nice crispy skin, a French technique, Indian flavors.
So how do you start off with this guy?
So coconut oil, it's nice and hot, and we're gonna start with our mustard seeds. Do you smell that?
Yeah, you're starting to smell it as you're hearing them pop and release.
So this is curry leaf. Now this is gonna cook really quickly.
Oh, there we
We have our ginger ready.
So much Southeast Asian cooking, ginger is just imperative.
Yeah, let's get our serrano down.
A nice spice with that buttery fish is delicious.
Smelling good. Some minced garlic.
Garlic. Garlic cooks really quickly as well, so you wanna make sure you mix that in real fast. Some onions here.
You're gonna find similar profiles in maybe even Thai cooking or
This
Very
sauce we're
similar.
actually making resembles like a tom kha soup.
You wanna get your red chili in first and really mature the flavor. It'll reduce the burn, but it'll increase a smoky, toasty profile.
yeah.
We're ready for tomatoes. So we've reduced the heat now, and we have our coconut milk, which we're gonna add.
Coconut milk can be like such a great backbone for sauces. It really incorporates all the flavors really well when you use it.
Yeah, we don't want to cook this for too long because we don't want our sauce to be sweet and spicy. We want it to have a very mild, sweet flavor. We're definitely gonna have to add some salt.
Brighten everything up.
Yeah, and you just need about half a lime.
Lime just kind of lifts the whole thing up.
So I'm gonna portion this with skin side down so we can use the pressure between the knife and the board
To get through that skin.
to get through that skin. Because you're a VIP here, we're gonna give you a nice center cut,
Nice portion of fish there.
nice clean cuts. We wanna make sure we get some salt to melt in. The best way to do that is to season the fish before it touches the pan.
Ugh.
I'm gonna flip that over. Now, it's important on the skin side to get a really heavy salt.
Because it's gonna help draw the water out to make it crisp, right?
Exactly. Again, non-stick pan, crucial. So we're gonna just gently place this in. It's important to add a little bit of pressure. This will keep the skin from curling. If it curls, the center's not gonna cook.
Yeah.
Cool, and I think we're ready. Not too long.
That's a very quick sear. It's like a minute.
We wanna make sure we are doing this on a low heat.
Oh.
And since we're gonna be basting this fish, we wanna make sure we have enough in the pan to cook the fish, but enough in the pan to also splash on top of the fish.
And then enough to drink later.
And
That's a
enough
lot
to
of
drink
butter,
later.
man.
Hey, come on, this is French meets Indian. So here's the French. Hit it with some lime juice and some fresh lime.
Now you're really taking that butter and infusing it with that lime zest.
And I'm gonna save just a little bit of this to garnish.
Yeah. The French comes in because this is almost like butter poached in a way.
Yeah. We're gonna just gently tilt the pan. The simplest way is to just keep going in circles, but you'll see a lot of cooks do this right here. They've had a little bit more time to practice.
It's a great way to cook because you're adding the flavor back in, but you're also not just expecting all the heat to come from the bottom. It's helping cook from the top as well.
Yeah. Fish is soft, so you wanna make sure that you have something underneath it to hold it.
Oh, there's such a nice
See
crisp
that
there.
heavy, heavy sear, a beautiful contrast between char and
Yeah.
juicy. So first, not too crazy with the sauce. We just want to get that right in the center of the plate. And the fish can go right on top. And cilantro.
We love cilantro.
Especially cilantro and lime just works so well.
It really does.
And then just some lime on top of that fish. Let's go for it. You first.
All right, this is always the best part, man.
That's my favorite part. I was gonna go
The
for that.
crunch. I love the different textures you get, like with fish.
Juicy crunch. Arjun? Okay. You guys are both shy as hell.
See what I mean about adding more spice? Like, don't
Yeah.
be scared with it. I don't even eat spicy food, but for a fish like this, it just makes it so much better, so much more enjoyable.
But it's still like, yeah, it's like still really like warm and delicate.
And see how nice that curry leaf is?
Yeah.
With that saltiness of the fish skin?
This isn't something that you're getting out of like a giant buffet bin or something.
$8.99, all you can eat.
But this is great because this is a super traditional sauce and a very traditional fish that they also have in India that we're presenting in a little different way so that you can enjoy the skin, the flesh, the sauce all on their own, but together.
It's like if you guys could serve this dish to one person, who would you guys want to serve it to?
You could serve this to a girl you're trying to impress because I actually think this is kind of a sexy dish. It's delicate, it's smooth, it's a little spicy.
Today I find restaurants like ours and others are doing this type of Indian, which is very traditional but presented in a new way, in a sexy way.
So sexy.
So sexy.
Yeah.
We're sexy and topless for the next one.
I hope you kept enough of that coconut oil reserve.
Put some porn music on.
This would make Grandma proud right there. Let's see.
It's been about 10 minutes
Yeah, I'd say
of
so.
cooking. And so now you want to pull them out and reserve them, right?
Exactly right. So we're going to set them aside because in this pan where all the flavors develop, we're going to use that as the basis of our